have the biggest fans in music history, selling millions of albums and rocking the lives of fans around the world.
Are you feeling alive, Chicago?
For the first time in 3 years, Metallica is back on tour with a new album, renewed energy, and a whole lot of attitude.
And the old men are out there kicking maximum ass.
VH1 is hitting the road for a rare look at the very private world of these rock and roll icons.
Crazy rockers with a bunch of money.
We're hanging backstage with the band and their fans, both big and small, before another sold-out show. We'll check out the guys' pre-show rituals.
Don't steal my underwear!
And then ride shotgun on Metallica's tricked-out private jet.
Guess who's been filming for you? So, here we are.
It's 48 hours on tour as Metallica sets the record straight on their partying past.
I had some serious doubts on whether Metallica even had a future.
Their new cleaned-up lifestyle.
It's a new beginning for Metallica, for sure.
And the controversy that made headlines around the world.
I don't really care if people download Metallica stuff off the internet. I just don't want to download it until the album's actually out.
If you ever wanted to be a member of a band, this is your chance.
This is success, man.
This is VH1 All Access Spotlight Metallica.
VH1, off.
Metallica is headlining the multi-band megatour Summer Sanitarium, and to say it's lunacy is an understatement.
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
It's Friday night, 6 p.m. at Chicago's Hawthorne Racetrack. The concert's been raging all day, and the fans are heating up, waiting for their headlining heavy metal icons. With 3 hours to go before showtime, the band's just arriving at the venue.
Gave me life, now show me how to live.
It feels so good to be back on the road again. I feel like I'm doing what I was put on the earth to do.
Once the guys arrive, they hook up with a few select fans.
I'd say one of my favorite parts of the day is the meet and greet, when you get a chance to really say hello to some of the fans and really look them in the eye.
Look how badass this is. Metallica, Master Puppets, I don't even have this. Hey!
While some fans seek a special autograph, the champion of the Micro Wrestling Federation shows James who's boss.
What do you think of these guys, man?
This is the best day of my life.
The band is riding high and loving every minute of life on the road.
There's a lot of kind of awareness of how fortunate we are and how just cool it is to, 22 years later, to be able to do this.
Metallica first joined forces in the early 80s in Los Angeles. The band quickly became an underground hard rock sensation. Their heavy metal music fueled a well-earned reputation for heavy drinking and backstage mayhem.
It used to be in the past I would just wake up and, go straight to the bar or whatever, just start drinking.
As their popularity grew and the platinum records began stacking up, their partying intensified, earning them the nickname Alcoholica.
Of course, we've had fun with most of the cliches and played them out and done all the crazy behind the music stuff.
They had all the makings of a classic rock and roll saga.
Do you all know Cliff Burton over here? Everyone, hi Cliff, how you doing?
A bus crash in '86 took the life of bass player Cliff Burton. The infighting between members became notorious, and through it all, there was, of course, the booze.
It's always been, don't think about it, just do it. And then worry about the aftermath later,
Finally, in 2001, the roller coaster nearly went off the tracks. Bassist Jason Newsted left the band, and frontman James Hetfield checked into rehab.
Never free, never me.
With Jason leaving and James going into rehab, it was just Lars and I. All of a sudden there was just two of us. And that cast some pretty serious doubt on the band's future.
While James struggled to gain control of his life, suddenly the Hard-Edge Boys found themselves opening up in ways they never imagined.
For the last 18, 20 odd years or so, we were a band that would not show any sort of like self-doubt at all.
For the first time, we are comfortable talking about our insecurities, our vulnerabilities, our weaknesses, and even to the point of shouting about them from the rooftops.
By early 2002, James emerged from rehab clean, re-energized, and ready to rejoin the band.
Strongest Metallica's ever felt, really, and it's showing.
The guys brought on Ozzy's former bassist, Rob Trujillo. The new Metallica then hit the studio to record Saint Anger, which debuted at #1 on the Billboard chart.
Of course, we're playing with a lot of speed, we're playing with a lot of aggression, which is something that we did in the 80s. We're taking that speed and that aggression and just taking it to a totally different place.
It is kind of like a rebirth. It's kind of like a starting over, which is awesome because there's not a lot of people that get that chance again.
How sweet does it get?
In 1 hour, 40,000 ravenous fans will finally catch a glimpse of Metallica. But right now, a fortunate few get up close and personal with their heavy metal heroes.
I'm Georgiana. Georgiana.
Georgiana? All right. Have a seat. Have a seat.
Kirk Hammett starts his pre-show prep, giving a guitar lesson to the lucky winner of a local radio promotion.
Brand spanking new Kirk Hammett ESP.
I don't know how to play guitar.
Oh, that's totally fine, I'll show you part of Nothing Else Matters. And it's so easy that you'll be able to play it just about any time you pick up a guitar.
It's amazing how close they are to their fans. The fan club is huge, massive, and they really appreciate it.
They're gonna go. Excellent. Yeah. We're on stage tonight. Yeah.
And nothing else matters.
Once the lesson is over, there's a serious matter at hand. The pyro meeting. Explosive fireworks, or pyro, will be used tonight, and Metallica knows the dangers firsthand. It was 1992 when James was nearly killed by an onstage explosion gone bad. He suffered severe burns on his hand, arm, and face.
Unfortunately, James is on his way to the hospital right now.
Fully recovered now, the band is taking no chances.
So the wind's blowing which way?
Presently, it's rolling into the stage.
It's 15 minutes before the show, and time for the guys to focus on themselves. They gather in the rehearsal trailer to warm up. Then it's a short golf cart ride to the stage. The crowd knows the band is near. Their excitement builds. But somehow James finds some time amidst the frenzy for a moment of reflection.
Well, when we're getting ready for stage, we do all our little rituals of just kind of saying a little prayer before going on there, making sure everyone stays safe. I like walking around and touching fists with everyone. That pumps me up. Performing Metallica music is like running a marathon.
So let's get something going.
Your neck's got to be loose. Your legs got to be loose. You got to have the fluidity running through your blood.
Rob starts doing all his samurai crazy ass crab walks and all that. Just kind of going, I'm really happy this guy's in my band. You know what I mean?
After 2 hours of pure adrenaline, the band is spent and the fans want more.
Metallica #1, baby!
But there's no time to hang backstage. Metallica's got to do it all again tomorrow in Minneapolis. Coming up...
Are we going to land or are we going to crash land?
It's a private flight on Air Metallica.
Damn, dude.
This is not your normal airline. And later, Metallica behind bars, the making of the Saint Anger video.
It fit in perfect with my vision of the song and the lyrics.
When VH1 All Access Spotlight Metallica continues. Metallica is on the road. They've just played a sold-out show in Chicago, but there's no time to savor last night. In less than 24 hours, they've got a gig in Minneapolis. After some quick shut-eye at the hotel, it's time to pack up and head to the airport.
Danish candy, it's still half empty, or half full. Half full, right? Oh, yeah. Think positive, half full.
Lars is careful not to leave anything behind. Very careful.
This I would leave behind. It would completely freak me out.
The boys duck out the back way through the kitchen.
How's it going? What's for dinner?
Kirk meets up with some fans outside the hotel. Then this hard rocker makes a quick stop at a local art studio.
Well, I definitely try and go out and see the local flavors, whatever the local flavors are.
How do you make that?
Kirk doesn't have the luxury of much downtime. Metallica's private jet is fueled up and waiting on the tarmac.
Air Metallica 1, right?
The rock and roll way of life with Metallica is sort of a whole nother level. A lot of flying and chartered jets and no buses.
I think the whole show should be whatever's on this camera for the next 30-40 minutes.
Lars took our camera and decided to shoot a first-class view of what really goes on a mile high, Metallica style. And a trip like this speaks for itself.
Wow, look, America's heartland. American rock and roll guitar. America's heartland. American rock and roll guitar. Guess who's been filming for you?
Damn, dude.
It's art.
Wow, you're getting good at that, man. Look at my nose hairs.
Okay, I get less FaceTime because I'm the one filming. Okay, I'm going to just walk around and film myself now. So, here we go. Got anything to say to VH1?
Yes.
You don't know Kung Fu!
All our Oriental fans. Smashing Metallica record.
Isn't it Asian? Politically sensitive?
Wow, man. Really in trouble now. Super PC.
We're going to be sitting here filming, giving VH1 an exclusive look at how the Metallica pilots land the Metallica plane.
Are we going to land or are we going to crash land?
It sure beats the bus, man. You get them little hot towels, you know? It's like, this is success, man. Sign of success, hot towel, man.
Wheels down in Minneapolis. The boys trade the jet for limos and head to the arena, where another 50,000 fans await.
We are on our way to Minneapolis.
Though they're behind schedule, the guys still find a little time for themselves.
We have a guy who kind of stretches us and does a little more kind of physical kind of warm-up than we used to. Just get a little bit of a massage and a kind of a loosening up of the rotator cuff and some of this type of stuff.
Limbered up, Lars takes off for a quick jog around the stadium. The thousands of fans tailgating have no idea that their idol is right in their midst. While Lars is pumping up, James is warming up.
It was good to come in here and just plug in and get your chops up too for the show, but also to kind of relax and play guitar to chill out too. There's a stack of guitars over there that